initiative. It is part of the NDS1 strategy, and part of our strategy as a gallery to be able to empower and capacitate our artists through visual artists and capacity enhancement programs. And as an institution, we're very much interested in occupying the digital space because, you know, the world is changing, and even the art sector is also changing, where technology is moving way ahead of us. So also as artists, as an art institution, we are embracing that change in the technology world, and we are making sure it's embedded in our programs, in what we do. And as such, we are exploring digital platforms for creating art, for sharing art. And at the same time, we are also empowering our artists, and especially our women artists as well, to be able to take up those skills, because those skills are necessary in the art sector, and our women artists are lagging behind in those. So for us, it's intentionally programmed to be able to focus on our women in these digital tools, in these digital platforms, for sharing and creating their artworks. And so we took them on a 4-day journey where they were exploring animation as part of their creation of works, and we aligned them towards the theme for this year, for the UN Women's theme and for this program's theme as well. So allow me to share with you their 4-day journey. We only had 4 days to make sure that they're introduced and they're trained in animation so that they create interest to go on and explore in their different spaces. And then to be able to make use of the gallery space, where we're trying to also set up a digital art center where all of our artists will come and be able to learn these skills within the gallery, especially for the women. I'm strongly emphasizing on the women because in the art sector, it's a serious gap. Often we find that where there's 10 artists, maybe there's only 2 female artists in that space. So we're very intentional in doing that. So I would ask Claire to be able to show you what the women created within 4 days in their journey, and then now introduce the artists to you. Thank you. A round of applause for our artists. 4 days only just 4 days. And this is the work that they created. Imagine if they had all the time, all the equipment, how much more they can do and what an impact they would have. Allow me then to call upon these artists to come and stand before you so that you can get to meet them and be familiar with them. Clara Moyo, Cherish Waldman, Laura Makosa, Majines Ndlovu, Millicent Mutwe, Smobile Dube, Taru Ubamombe. So these are the ladies who took part in our animation workshop as we celebrated and commemorated International Women's Day this year. And this is their work. Some of the work you'll get to experience it is the works that is displayed here on the walls. We continue to embrace technology, but at the same time also continue with our traditional ways of creating art. I'm sure they will get to be given 2 minutes each to just share about their works so that you get to understand. I know some of it may be new to you, the concepts are new, but just so that you know you have the access to the artists here to be able to explain and share with you why and how they created this work, and you can get to ask questions later as we go to interact. Ladies, you may go to your spaces and then you can share the journey of the works that you created here with us. Otherwise, from the gallery, we are very excited to be part of this program, and would like to thank you all for allowing the artists to open up their hearts and their souls. It's not easy being an artist where you get critiqued for what you've created. And then when they post online these things, or they're selling their works online, there's so much negative energy, so much criticism that also affects them as artists, and then they shut down in their creation and their creativity as well. So we encourage you to also offer their constructive criticism that helps them build up and grow as artists. And especially for these women artists, most of them are young, some of them are elderly and senior. They need your support to be able to occupy the digital space, and they need the support of every organization here to be able to help them to grow.